everybody, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, I just wanted to talk about how Genshin, they're making a big mistake about how they are managing shields. Shield users are broken. They've been broken, or they were broken before they added the wolves from the 2.3 update, and now the new monsters from the 2.4 update. Rather than making healers relevant, they've decided to make shield users irrelevant to make healers relevant. Or at least that's the way they're going. They could. I have a lot of trust in Genshin. They right now, the way that they're doing it, it's okay. It's nothing really too fun. It's nothing really too. It's not really good, but it's fine. It's not really gonna make shield users awful. Yes, Zhongli currently is the second most used Spiral Abyss character. The reason for that being is because of the way that he protects your entire team. The reason why the person above him, Kazuha, is there is because Kazuha, his damage-wise, he buffs. Most people, if you are strong, if you can build a strong enough team, some people can just wipe Spiral Abyss completely without having to worry about anything. You could just completely dominate it. But for those teams that, you know, maybe you don't really want to just completely wipe the entire field, you would put Zhongli on there, and you would shield your character from dying. The thing that most people overlook when they look at Itto is decrease Itto's elemental and physical resistance by 20%. That's a decent amount. Not too much, but he will get one shot in Spiral Abyss sometimes if you're not using Zhongli with him. My Itto actually has 20,000 health. He does have a pretty good base health, but still, you're looking at Zhongli, a character who prevents Itto from dying completely, and there is nothing you can do about it. Like, unless you're one of these new enemies that just hit through the shield, or you give a effect that hits through the shield, then it's just sad to see how such a mechanic that they implemented, that they were like, oh yeah, it's totally fine for most of the game, and then all of a sudden they think shields are like the worst thing in the game, and they've now tried to nerf them twice. At least the second time wasn't as impactful. I don't understand what this way of making shields is. It shouldn't be people hitting through shields. That doesn't help. It should be like enemies hitting hard enough to break the shield. Not any of this corrosion or the hit through the shield. Like, that's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. There's still enemies that will one-shot your characters, and the shields just, they don't break because of the damage absorption that they get. Nothing breaks Zhongli's shield because nothing has time to, really. Looking at Itto, he has an 11-second duration. Zhongli's shield breaks occasionally if I'm getting attacked by 9 enemies or something like that. It breaks, sure, after 11 seconds. Zhao, it breaks quite often, but that is because Zhao, it breaks quite often, 15-second duration. You can go through a whole 20-second duration with this shield, and it won't break. I don't understand why. Because they can't nerf characters, otherwise lawsuits. Because they can't nerf characters. So rather than nerfing the character, they're gonna nerf the character. That's basically what they're doing. They're not gonna directly go into their kits and say, oh well, yeah, actually he only gets 10% max HP and he only gets 50% damage absorption. Or Diona, she only gets 5% max HP and 20% damage absorption. I don't really know what this video was. I was kind of all over the place. I I'm just really upset that they've decided to just, yeah, we're gonna make healers relevant by making shield users irrelevant. And what happens to Zhongli? What happens to him after this? If it continues like this and it gets more severe, what happens to Zhongli? He's gonna be the worst character in the game. Because, yeah, sure, he can paralyze them for like 4 seconds. But you're gonna want to use every other character in the game. Because paralyzing someone for 4 seconds, this does have a pretty good skill damage. But for paralyzing someone for 4 seconds, it doesn't really... You can hit hard with his meteor, but like there's a whole bunch of other characters that can hit hard and provide reactions. Zhongli is Geo. He literally has nothing to his name other than the shield and the effects that it gives. That's it. If you take that away, he's not really anything. You can run him as a main DPS, but that's more of a meme at this point. Thoma is not that good of a shield user because his shield is only 8 seconds and his cooldown is 15. Most of the time you don't have a shield up. It's just simple as that. Why is his cooldown 15? Don't know. They could have made it the same. They didn't. They didn't even make it remotely the same. It's a 7-second difference. In Constellations, yeah, sure, it decreases the cooldown for a couple of his things, but that still doesn't help. Thoma is a nerfed version of a shield user. He's a shield user who they don't expect this to expire or to get broken. So they put a small limit on it. They don't expect it to be broken. So they're like, oh yeah, you get a small limit on your shield. Saying it makes the game too easy. The game's already easy enough. You one-shot everything in Spiral Abyss if your characters are good enough. It doesn't matter if you have a shield. So that's my take on it. I don't like it. I really don't like the way that they're doing shield users. So, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you want to. Bye.